I really don't know what's going on with my damn Twitch right now. That shit acting crazy. But we're gonna go ahead and get this shit cracking. Have you been following me? Yeah. I changed over to the Rockets. 3 teams within 3 months of the NBA season for 2K20. So it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get this shit started.
Back next week.
What do you think? Do you think this is the best cover of all time?
Of course, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Is the latest star to get bitten by the injury bug, and it's looking like he's going to miss a significant amount of time.
Tough break.
Yeah, this may be a hot take here, Hornet, but I don't think this is going to hamstring his team too much, assuming he comes back fully healthy.
Oh, shots fired.
No. I'm not saying he's bad. No, that's far from it. I'm just saying I think they can replace what he does until he comes back. They need him, absolutely. But this isn't some death blow.
Now those sound like shots at me, Hank. Pew, pew, pew.
All right, what do you guys think? Am I being too hard on DeMar? Give us a call. We'll talk about it. We're going to throw to some music right now. We'll be right back after this with more Hank and the Hornet.
Get hip or get stumped.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Westbrook.
I forgot I took the volume
looking
down
at his offense
earlier.
in the past few years, it seems like teams around have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points. They haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularized small ball. moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. But Kevin, that shows his...
Whatever works, David. Thanks. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Shakur in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant and Allen at the guard spots. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Iguodala in at the 3. Smitty, we have a good rivalry game tonight with 2 conference foes. This should be a beauty.
Yes, indeed. I think the fans feel it.
Hey, my goal for the night is to hit 92. I think I can do it in 2 games. Let's see.
It is indeed.
Let's run these 2 games, run this 1 training facility event, and then see where we at from there.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Now here's Morant, guarded by Tucker. Kicks it out to Iguodala. No good on the triple. Here's Shakur. It's rebounded by Memphis. Allen right side to the inside. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Allen. Morant's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Grizzlies. Kicks it out to Harden. Jacks up a 3. No good on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Pass to Morant. And it's Shorty with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul can take you right out of it.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Jackson with the bounce pass. Valanciunas in the high post. Rebounded by Capella. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they've built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
There's the pass to Jackson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
The second youngest player in the NBA last season. Jaren Jackson Jr. with an immediate impact. The sky is the limit for this young man.
And the 4th pick in the 2018 draft, Jaren Jackson Jr. with Smitty, tremendous potential.
You know what, Kevin? He's a unicorn. He makes threes, he blocks shots, and he defends out to the three-point line. An ideal modern big man.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
And this summer, a lot of work in the weight room for Jaren Jackson Jr. Rebounding, one of his few weaknesses last season. Adding strength, it will help.
Passes to Shakur. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Shorty.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Pass to Westbrook. 3-pointer. Another shot.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Allen for 3, buries it from 3-point range. And a high rate of fouls for Jaren Jackson and Smitty dating back to college.
You're right. Adding strength can also help in that area. Able to do your work early is also a key for him. And also denying deep position.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue.
Hey, don't say
that
Houston
pick
must be on that
illegal.
fuck shit.
It's often a tough
That
call
same
that
shit.
can go
The
either
Nets was
way.
on.
But I agree with you on that one.
That shit
Got a
outta
piece
here.
of it,
Fuck you
and he
talking about?
recovers it. And it's Morant missing. Rockets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Another miss by Houston. That's tipped. Westbrook passes to Shakur. Down low, Capella. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just
Trash.
went up and got it.
And Capella sends it back. And here we go. Harden
That's you all day,
heading to the
Harden.
hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Love the
Let's go.
recognition.
Let's get this lead back.
Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. Dishes it to Valanciunas. It's Morant in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Over Westbrook. And that one goes long.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Let's go. Let's
It
go.
was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
Now here's Allen. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Morant. Buried from 15 feet
Come on,
out.
bro.
How about
First
the
goddamn
handles
defense, dog.
from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the
Get that work.
initiative
Get that
and
work. Get that
capitalizing.
work.
Capella
I'm trying
kicks
to
to
get out the
Harden.
paint.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Shakur. And it's Morant with the rebound.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
No way I couldn't block this shit.
And a phenomenal attack of the
Fuck outta
rim
here.
off the drive from Iguodala there. Just exploding to the hoop past the defense.
Here is Shakur. The Grizzlies making the shot. Outside Westbrook. Knocks down the 3 ball.
That's green.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
So it's the Grizzlies now. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
They play terrific defensively. The few cracks they
I didn't even realize, goddamn. How did I get the foul when he had 2 people on
I
him
love
already?
the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops.
I didn't even realize Iguodala was there.
Grizzlies
That he
their
got traded.
4th free throw shots of the night.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame.
And so it's Houston with it. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And Jay has been all about the fans, Greg, since coming into the NBA. You'll often see him spending time with fans after the final buzzer.
It's something that he's made a habit of, and I hope that he continues it for the rest of his career. Taking the time to high five or take a picture with a kid is something that they will always remember. Great way to make fans for life.
Brooks is out there with Allen. Then it's Josh Jackson. Then there's Anderson. And it's Rhea in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Free throw good, Shakur. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Rocket 6. Here's Allen. Yep, that one goes. Allen's got 5 now.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Now let's go to the
That was my
sideline
fault
and
right
catch
there.
up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Come on, bro.
Well, Shorty in his last game out against the Timberwolves was terrific. He finished with 57 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it
I don't know
over
if I'm
tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Get 40, 20, and 20.
Greg, how
This
impressive
game.
was it watching him
Playing like
completely
shit.
take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Pass to Jackson. Pulls up on the wing. No good on that one. And the Rockets take it the other way. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with a win.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Hey, Smitty, every NBA player has their Mount Rushmore. Every NBA fan does. The 4 players they consider the best of all time. So I'll ask you, who is on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
I would say Michael Jordan, Kevin, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant. Those are my 4.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Outside Jackson. Back to Allen. Shot to stop the run. And again, Memphis no good.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Brooks with it. Now defended by McLemore. And Brooks gets it to go.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You take a look at Westbrook. He's received the 4th most votes in the West. If the All-Star game were today, he'd be starting.
And that's the way it should be. As dynamic as he's been this season, it wouldn't be right if he wasn't a part of that starting lineup.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Outside Jackson puts up a 3. Rebounded by Jerebko. Rockets leading by 11. The basket by Shakur. Shorty's got 14 points for the game.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Here's Jackson. Second shot opportunity. Got a hand on it. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Rockets lead by 15.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games.
Yeah, I'm over here playing like shit right now, man.
Done, and that's when you have
It was
to
I
rely
have
on
a
a
goddamn
total team,
double by the
play
end
more
of the
guys.
first half.
But
Shit.
it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
And now we'll take a second to look at the race for Rookie of the Year. A new year ahead of us and so much more for these young players ranked by their impact so far. And you look at Shorty. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
Yeah, midway through the season, I say he's made the greatest total impact. A potential generational talent. We'll see if he can keep it going.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in.
Substitution for the Grizzlies. Morant.
Knocked loose. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside. and the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that Thunder game, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
And Memphis making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Anderson passes to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Houston leading by 15. Now the pass to Jerebko. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. Morant with a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Morant's got 9 points.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Here's Jerebko. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now Morant. 9 points in the game so far. Passes it to Lopez. Stolen by Rivers. Here is Shakur. Over to the wing. Here is Jerebko. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Morant. Averaging 17 points per game, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. A 12-point game. Shakur kicks to Capella. And some nice passing there by Houston. McLemore with the ball. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. A basket by Shakur.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Harden.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Iguodala comes in for Dylan Brooks. And then for Houston, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Jerebko. James Harden comes in for Ben McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. And there's Jackson on the assist from Lopez. And that's now 6 points for Jaren Jackson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted.
Substitution on the court.
From deep, Harden drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 5 now.
And defensively, you gotta respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
And so it's Houston looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Tyson. How have you controlled the tempo in the game in the first half?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from Shorty in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Harden out there with Green, and it's Shakur in at the 3 slot. Outside Jackson, pass to Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his permanent numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
First free throw is good. Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think is helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Pass to Shakur. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 21 points for Shorty.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Nice D from Valanciunas.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And it's Shorty with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And there's the pass to Morant. Over Westbrook.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Shakur passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Up top, Valanciunas. On the wing, Iguodala. The 3. Sinks the triple. Iguodala's got 8 points.
Such a sweet stroke from Andre on the 3 ball. Always a danger to light it up from there.
Passes it to Tucker. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Iguodala outside. Charity stripe shot. Here's Valanciunas. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Valanciunas has got 6 points in the quarter.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Iguodala with the steal. Here's Allen. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. There's the double team with Westbrook. Outside Jackson. Valanciunas against Capella. Knocked away. And here's the fast break. Here's Harden. Finished off the break. 9 points in the game so far.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game so far. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Pulls up from the corner. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Iguodala outside. Pass to Allen. Now Jackson. Back to Allen. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And it's 7 points for Allen.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Kicks it out to Harden. Here's Shakur. Here's Capella. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Houston ball. And we have some time now to show you which rookies have the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. And you look at Shorty, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Ja Morant.
These two rookies have been going head-to-head in the box scores for a while now. There have been a few big nights for both of them. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Rab comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Brooks subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for Houston. Rivers comes in for James Harden. And every so often, Steve, we'll see two teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying, get out of here. Especially for a lot of those bigs, it was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Free throw good, Shakur. Lopez, he's checked in for Valanciunas. And he makes both free throws. The Grizzlies trail by 14. And here's Morant. He's got 9. Count that one.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant. Sizing up the D and then just taking.
Look at that jam.
Wow, nice.
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Kicks to Allen. He feeds it to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
When Lopez gets in that close, it's tough to stop him from slamming it home.
Shakur passes to Jerebko. The Grizzlies pull it in. Rab's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Brooks. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
And that one is hammered home.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. It's Brooks in the corner. A three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And that one is good. 33 points for Shorty.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Morant with it, working on Jerebko.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Count that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's the double team with Westbrook. On the wing, Brooks. He's got 9. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Josh Jackson's checked in for Allen. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. Throws it up high, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The pass to Morant. Lets it go from 11. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Proving how dominant he can be. When Morant is shooting with confidence, it really allows him to take over.
Passes it to Shakur. Over Lopez. Here's Capella. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now Morant. He's got 13. On the wing, Jackson. Offline with his 3. Houston leading by 15. Shakur kicks to Capella. Here it guarded by 5 on the clock. And he's able to. And it goes, got 7.
But you've got to appreciate his confidence.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the call will be against Jonas Jerebko. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Green, he's checked in for Jonas Jerebko.
Team foul. Rockets substitution. Gerald Green.
And so here's Memphis, trailing by 17. Here's Morant. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Brooks misses. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. They'll be playing host to Portland.
There just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. They double him with Rivers. The drive by Jackson. Pass to Rab. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And he makes the 1st. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Shakur, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
First personal foul.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And let's review some numbers for Josh Jackson. He's averaging 15 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Pass to Lopez. Brooks outside. Memphis moving that ball around. Grab, that's good.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Shakur dishes to Capella. Lopez with the block.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
Gerald, good work there as it goes.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
1:11 left in the third. Swiped it away. Only one man back on D. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out. Tank, never on empty.
Capella inside, guarded by Jackson. Lopez with the steal. Jackson looking it over. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 5 now.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. They double him with Rivers. Now here's Morant, guarded closely. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Brooks. And the wing jumper offline. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 19. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Way to fight, guys. Way to fight. That's all it is. That's all it is. Way to get on the floor. Way to go, guys.
Well, you can see, Greg, he sees the fighting spirit in his team right now.
Yeah, they're playing with energy and purpose. Coach sounds very pleased.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Anderson is out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And Capella sends it back. And he gets it back. Robin. Yes, that goes in. Houston leading by 17. Harden the pass to Shakur. And he lays it straight in. Shorty's got 46 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Anderson in the post, guarded by Tucker. Lopez against Capella. Jackson has the open look. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Great look there from Robin Lopez. Rare to see a big man with that kind of playmaking ability.
Now, here's Tucker. He's covered by Anderson. Shakur. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
It's Jackson with the drive. And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And it's good for 2. And the Rockets lead by 16.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Now here's Morant. D right on him. And the pass to Jackson. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Here's Shakur. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting for Houston, Shakur.
Free throw good, Shakur.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Lopez. Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Allen subbed in for Dylan Brooks. And a switch here also for Houston. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Green. Morant dishes to Jackson, and they pick up 2.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
Shakur passes to Capella. Here's Harden. Capella kicks to Shakur. Over Jackson. The Rockets again can't hit.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Pass to Allen. Goes up the baseline. It's rebounded by Houston. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Shakur. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Here's Morant. Tries again. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Valanciunas.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Tucker with the ball. Jackson on him. Pass to Shakur. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Allen. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. Yet another bucket that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Allen outside. Here's Valanciunas. Rebounded by Shorty.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And again, the turnover by the Rockets.
Grizzlies ball.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Memphis.
Andre Iguodala.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Morant with it. Iguodala outside. And Capella sends it back. Here is Shakur. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Morant.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Allen surveying the D. High arcing shot, and they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
First team foul.
Rockets leading by 12. Here is Shakur. Harden outside. There's the dish to Shakur. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Inside. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Iguodala. And that's 17 points for John Morant. Timeout called the Rockets.
Timeout, Rockets! Crank up the noise, fans!
The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Here is Shakur. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Morant kicks to Jackson. Pass to Allen. Memphis moving it around. Jackson misses.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
A shot's good from Westbrook.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Iguodala, the pass to Morant. The pass to Allen. Shoots the three.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
And the shot goes in.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Here's Allen. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Houston.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Westbrook. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game. Now here's Morant. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Good.
He usually shoots a high percentage in the paint, and on that play, Valanciunas got it done.
Rockets leading by 15. Here's Shakur, and the rejection by Jackson. And he makes that one.
Jay Tucker.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by Capella. Rockets have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
Morant passes to Iguodala. Passes it to Jackson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and Jackson with the basket on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists tonight. Releases. A shot by Shakur, no good.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And here's Morant. To the paint. Stolen by Westbrook. Here's Shakur, and he jams it with authority.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Morant passes to Jackson. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Now Morant. To the wing right side. The fader. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
From deep Harden, it's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
That's his 2nd three-pointer of the night. 1 in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Shorty.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Jackson finds Iguodala. Morant with it. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Morant dishes to Iguodala. count it, good.
Just an exceptional job by Iggy, imposing his will down inside with his strong frame.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Shakur passes to Capella. Now the feed to Shakur. It's not going to go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Pass to Valanciunas. That ball is good for another field goal, his sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Those are the plays where you see the strength of Valanciunas. The contact didn't bother him at all.
Morant with the steal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. They get Russell Westbrook.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first one falls. Brooks with it. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific UK Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Hey, Kenny here. You were incredible. Season high in points, validating everyone who insisted you could make it into the NBA, even after the questions that were raised heading into the draft.
I appreciate it, Kenny, man. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time comparing games because each one's different. Different opponent, different strategy going in. I did feel good tonight, though, man. And credit to my teammates for hitting me on the ball when I could do something with it, you know? Without their efforts, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you now, Kenny. It is? Press room?
Yep.
All right, I'll see you now.
Okay.
All right. But that's the best.
No rookie in NBA history has scored as many points in a single game as you did tonight, Jay. That's an incredible accomplishment.
I appreciate that, Patty.
What does an accomplishment like that mean to you, given where you came from at the start of the season?
It's huge, Patty. I mean, I had so many people telling me that I couldn't even make this league, and now this. So yeah, it feels good to show people up. Just goes to show a lot of these prognosticators that they don't know what they're talking about. Just let me shine.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
You got it. Come on, man. Hey, you ball, huh? Hey, I'll see you later.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
I got him.